I'm really delighted with the development of this wildlife corridor. All this growth in under 2 years. There's prickly plants which provide habitat for birds, grassy things doing well, but some of the lower story plants have really struggled. So it's time to go off and get some replacements. A native plant nursery, in particular one which carries a great range of local indigenous plants that are suited to your conditions, is a great place to start. There's more popping up all the time, so why not see if there's one in your neighbourhood? I love to have birds in my garden, but they need more than just flowers for nectar. So I'm trying to get a range of native plants that have different seeds so that they can eat them. And I reckon the birds would love making nests from this foliage too. It's a native lemongrass, and I tried a few last year and they've been quite successful, so I want to get a few more. And I also want to try this wonderful bottle washer. Look at its lovely compact foliage. The birds will love the seeds, and I reckon it will do well. And it's also really important to have a range of beneficial insects in the garden. Now, I've already got some different types of goodenias along the wildlife corridor with gorgeous golden yellow flowers, but I'm really keen to get this beautiful silver foliage one called albiflora. Look at that gorgeous foliage. It has a suckering habit, and I bet the beetles would love these white flowers. So I'll get a few of them. Now this one is a fabulous plant. It's a native Ajuga called Ajuga australis, and it has beautiful purple-blue flowers on long spikes, very attractive. And I happen to know that the blue-banded bees love it, and I know I've got lots of blue-banded bees in my garden. So I'm keen to get some of those. It may actually die off in a really hot summer, but it should set seed, so we'll give it a shot. As well as that, I want to plant some more Chrysocephalum, or native everlasting. I have got some of these in my garden, and they did okay for the first year, but our long hot summer has given them a bit of a battering, so I'm going to try some more again, and hopefully they'll establish better. With these in the garden, it's bound to be a magnet for all good insects. Just 1 year after planting out our wildlife corridor, we were recognised as being an official butterfly site by the Butterfly Conservation Society of South Australia. So now the pressure's on to keep the butterflies and their larvae, caterpillars, happy. And this is a great way to do that. This is Atriplex semibaccata. It's a particular prostrate form of saltbush, and it's a favourite food of the caterpillars of the saltbush blue butterfly. It's a really hardy plant, a great ground cover. So I need to get some of those. The caterpillars of the fringed heath blue butterfly love this particular EUTAXIA diffusa. It's a wonderful dwarf shrub. It grows to about 1 metre high and has beautiful yellow and red flowers in winter. Adult butterflies are nectar feeders, so plants like this paper flower or Thomasia are perfect. It only gets to about 60 centimetres high, and it will be wonderful to fill in the gaps along my driveway. When we're creating habitat, we cannot forget about lizards and skinks. The best way to attract them is simply to have some hollow logs or some nice big rocks. And to make that look more attractive, I'm going to plant some of the local clump-forming grass trees or Xanthorrhoea. These are seed grown, so they're much more affordable than buying big specimens. Well, I'm off to get these planted. Why not plant a few wildlife-friendly plants in your garden? You don't need a lot of space, because even a few plants can make all the difference to keeping the creatures in your garden protected, well-fed and happy.